Zach on the tiller. So when you go racing, Tony, are you the foredeck man?
Yeah, so that was
that's just guy put him
up. Right. And Tim at the end, he's like, "Oh, Tony, my apologies. I didn't know it was your first time." I was like, "Oh, now you tell me." Oh, knees bruised, elbows bruised later, you know.
Okay, we're coming up. You can kill the engine and tilt it up. Jamal, we're coming up, so I want you to bring the jib in a little bit. And okay, watch the telltales, Tony. Do you see the telltales on the jib?
Yeah.
So what we're looking for is yeah, now it's okay, Zach, come on up and take the tiller. I think maybe we head for get out of the outer harbor. So the lighthouse there.
Yeah,
that's not a lighthouse. It's a pylon.
Yeah.
Straight like this will get us out of the outer harbor and hopefully.
A little wind out here.
Yeah, seriously.
We would like the tailtails to be flowing back on the jib. Can you see them, Jamal? Yeah. Pull around with the jib. Bring it in, bring it out. Yeah, you see, when you brought it in, they started flowing back. Now play with it a little bit more so you get them just where you want them. Maybe release a little, maybe tighten, I don't know. Anyway, once you have it where you want it, then you can lock it in. One more wrap and then lock. Go ahead, one more wrap around. And then you know how to lock it at the top. Yeah. Sailed before?
No.
What got you, what attracted you?
You
won the lottery, first of all.
Yeah, congrats, man.
did not. No, I've been on sailboards. I'm just fascinated by being on the water. And
look at this.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better.
It's Father's Day and I'm out here. I said to my wife, sleep in, I'm going sailing. Are you a dad tonight?
There's a plan for the afternoon, so I'll catch up.
There you go. Midnight last night, you know, so at the last minute. So what about your kids? How old are they?
My oldest is, how old is she? 30? Yeah, she's married in the city.
You're in Chicago.
Yeah. And then my second is 27. And she's also in the city.
Okay, fantastic.
And my son is 26, I believe, 25, 26, and he's going to Boston College for his law degree. He just finished his first year. And then my youngest is finished college back home working and thinking of going for a master's program next year.
More kids, you're courageous. That's great.
So what position are we in now?
That's a good question. Why don't you tell me what kind of sail we're
So
on?
this is, the wind is coming in this direction.
Wind is here.
Yeah.
You think we can get any closer to the wind?
No, I don't think so, because there's nothing, you know, you don't want to do that.
Okay, well, Zach, just play around with it for a moment. See if you can get any closer. Bring her in tight. Bring it in tight.
Now we're getting close off.
Yeah. And we're actually luffing a little bit. Pinching just a little, so you want to fall off. So that's pinching when the sail's luffing. You want to fall off a little bit. You don't necessarily have to let the sail out much. belltails up there. Well, two are kind of stuck. They stick to the. Yeah, but they're pretty happy. Yeah. They want them flowing. These flowing back. And Jamal, where were you born?
Born in Pakistan.
Pakistan. Yeah. What city?
Karachi.
I worked in Karachi. One of my first jobs, like a long time ago. I lived in Karachi and worked there. I wasn't a professor then. I was a management consultant for a Dutch management consulting firm.
Okay.
But it was fascinating. My favorite part of Pakistan at the time, you could go up into the northwest frontier province, the Swat Valley. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
What year was that?
Oh. 79. First job after a master's degree.
I'm thinking that's when the first Iran war was going on. Yes, 79. Yeah, the Soviets were.
Okay.
So you did not go towards the border. They go
Afghanistan, you mean? Or?
Afghanistan. But the Swat is away from the border.
Yeah, well, actually, I was in Peshawar, which is at the border, and I went up to the hill to watch everyone. Here's the formal customs point, and here's everyone going across over here. So, very porous. So, I think maybe, so it wasn't that active at that point in that location.
I remember around that time, I came to the States in 82. It was in 81 or something. I worked for a company, so we could travel to Afghanistan, then go to Khyber Pass.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
That's where I went. Yeah.
Wild West.
Oh, it was totally wild west. I mean, you go into these shops and there are guns and knives and all of this stuff, and then you see these little hills, and on each hill is a little, essentially like a castle, a family, that's their fiefdom. And
all,
yeah.
Gordon,
Yeah.
big walls.
Oh, really. How does it feel, Zach?
Feels good.
Looking good.
Some wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just about a perfect day.
There's me.
You have kids too, huh?
I do. I have two kids. One is in the family business. My wife and I were professors. He's a professor in New York at Columbia. And he and his husband have a son, so I'm a granddad as of a year ago. So that's very exciting. And my daughter and her wife live in Western Massachusetts. So two same-sex couples, both East Coast. But we go out there as much as we can. And we were in New York. We'll sometimes move into their apartment and they'll go on vacation and we'll take care of this grandson. So we did it. Memorial Day is what we did at spring break. Last fall, I went half-time in the fall and we sublet an apartment in their building next to Columbia. And then we were the primary caregivers. So I'd go up in the morning and then Zoom in the afternoon, and my wife would go up in the afternoon. We really, it was great. Do you have any grandkids?
My second, she went to Columbia.
Okay.
We lived in that area. I love that part of New York.
Yeah, it was fun to be there for 3 months. I mean, when you're in and out of New York, it's kind of overwhelming. Hotel's expensive and you don't know where to eat. But when you're there for 3 months, I mean, people recognized us on the street. And,
You're a local.
Yeah. It was crazy. I mean, it is a small neighborhood there. But she lives right at 113 and Broadway, so I mean, across the street is Columbia.
It's awesome. It's convenient.
That area, they want to hand that.
Yeah. Wow, that's great.
What do you teach, Tom?
I'm an economist and I work on global trade, food, environment, climate, that nexus. Yeah.
All the exciting stuff.
Yeah,
Big
seriously.
science.
Hey, you're busy.
I spent 2 decades, first 2 decades of my career, back and forth to Geneva, WTO, Washington, Brussels, Paris,
Wow.
working on bringing the tariffs down. We got them down. Now Trump is putting them up, so it's not very helpful. But you know, other people actually. So during that time, I built up a network, and there are now like 32,000 people in this network that use the Global Trend Analysis Project, which I started, GTAP, and use the database and the model and whatnot. So any tariff analysis you see has probably been done with GTAP. But you know, after a while, other people should have fun. I'm doing more on the climate environment side. Yeah, how that interacts with your. So hey, we're out there. We'll keep tabs on this time. The wind's picked up. You've got to watch. Why don't I leave it to you to do timing? What time is it now? 9:30. 9:30. So we probably. Well, I'm thinking we'll just divide it up. So maybe 10 more minutes, and then we rotate. But that'll give Zach a chance to. I'll get out a little further, do a couple of tacks. That'd be a bad idea.
Tom, have you done any like trips to like Mackinac or anything like that?
Yeah, when I had the boat, I'm not a racer.
Yeah.
But when I had the boat in Saugatuck, I had a friend come out and we spent a month on the lake. We went up to Mackinac, along Lake Huron, and then through the barrier islands into the North Channel.
Awesome.
And that was the North Channel's like everyone thinks, the dream go to North Channel. And we found a little, you know, an island with a little cove, and
that sounds cool.
we stayed there for like. We realized, look at the we've been here for a week. You know, we had a kayak, we paddled around, and there were others, mostly Canadians, a couple of other boats, and so we organized a cocktail hour on our boat.
That's awesome.
And got to know these people, their history, and so they would come there every year and sail them. You know, it was really special. By the end, at the time, I was getting this project. I was still kind of running that project, and so the first week there were these frantic emails saying, "Well, you haven't responded." Whatever. The second week they were really getting pissed off. The third week they gave up, and the fourth week I was sleeping really well, and they found someone else to
respond.
ask those questions too.
How long did it take you to get up there?
You know, it depends on the wind.
Yeah.
I think going up, we did a lot of motor sailing because we were going into the wind.
Yeah.
We did a lot of coming back. We got caught in a storm and we got back like in 2 days. So it was like, at one point, my friend Rob was saying, "Should we go in town?" I said, "Well, let's go one more." There, every 10 miles, there's another river and a harbor.
Yeah.
And that was too much because by the time we got there, the wind was high, the waves were really high, and we couldn't make it through the channel without getting, knocked against the rock. So we just had to batten the hatches. I was at the wheel like this, and at one point we were pooped over the back. The waves were right over the back of the boat. We were surfing, but the boat's designed, it washed out. But we were, this big boat was just surfing on those waves. Found out later a bunch of people drowned along the coast because of the waves and the action.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were fine. I mean, we had like a tiny bit of sail out, and that was enough.
Tom, why do you think? Why do you think so many people drown here in Lake Michigan? I think it's a lot.
The rip currents is the big thing at the beaches.
Yeah.